Hello, welcome to Joe's Drum Shop. How you guys doing today? I was just practicing a little bit. Did a little bit of this song called 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Steve Gadd playing drums. That's a really awesome beat. I actually got to meet Steve Gadd a few years ago, and he actually showed me how the correct way to do that beat. And it was really fun to meet him and obviously learn that pattern that's so famous and the song that's so famous. Well, welcome back. We're actually in book 2 now. It's called Drums 2. And of course, that's, the book that we've been getting into recently. We went through Drums 1 and went through all the songbooks with Drums 1. Now we're finally into Drums 2. So to kind of recap, we did a lot of beats and fills and different patterns, and we've learned songs. And now we're finally getting into something kind of unknown to beginner drummers, which is called triplets. And we've been doing triplets now, and we're kind of in the second chapter. We're on page 8. The last thing I ended up playing was the slow triplet groove. And now we're going to work on 12 triplet grooves. Now each one of these grooves is its own little pattern. And we're going to play these 4 times, okay? So I'll start off with letter A. They go from letter A through letter L. Some are played with the ride cymbal. Of course, the 18-inch ride cymbal that I have here by Zildjian. It's a crash ride, so it can be used as a crash or a ride. And then sometimes we'll be playing on the hi-hat as well. So the first one starts off with the ride cymbal. The bass is on all 4. The snare drum's on 2 and 4. But remember the triplet. The triplet is triplets. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we'll be playing those on the ride cymbal pretty much through this whole little exercise on the 12 triplet grooves. So let's start off with letter A. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, letter B, we're going to come up on that one, and it's with the hi-hat this time. Again, still triplets all the way through at the right hand. And here's how this one goes. 1, 2, 3, go. 1. All right, letter C, here we go. Ride cymbal again, little different variation of pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, back to the hi-hat. This time it's a little busier with the bass drum. Again, still triplets going on through the hi-hat. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And 1, 2, 3. All right, very easy to do. Again, very effective. And all sorts of different types of triplets and different patterns that could be used for a lot of different types of songs. All right, we're on to letter E. We're back to the ride cymbal. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, looking ahead to letter F, we're back on the hi-hat. This one's going to have a little bit more space. The snare drum and the bass drums are kind of spread out a little bit to give it a little bit more space in between the pattern. Here's what this sounds like. Letter F. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right. Looking ahead to letter G, we're back on the ride cymbal. A little more bass drum and snare drum in the middle and less on the ends. So let's try this one out. This is letter G. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Letter H, we're on this one. This is kind of a very busy one. A lot of snares, a lot of bass drums. You could almost use this as a fill, but it is a beat on this one. You could use this as a beat. It's very continuous, very moving type of pattern. So let's start off with letter H. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Busy, busy. Okay. Letter I we're on. We're going to go to the ride cymbal. This one's a little more spaced out again, less notes, but still effective. Here's how this one sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Again, now each one of these patterns, there's a lot of patterns on this page, 12 of them, but they can go continuous. I mean, there's so many different variations you could do of these ones as well. But they give you just enough to kind of work with and kind of get yourself, acquainted to use these maybe in a song situation, okay? All right, letter J, we're back on the hi-hat. Again, this one's a little more spaced out as well. It only has one snare drum in the whole pattern. It's just on beat 4. Let's try this one out. Letter J. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 All right, kind of cool pattern. Different than all the other ones so far to date. All right, we're on letter K. We're back to the ride cymbal. This is just kind of like a bass drum, snare drum, and then a couple of bass drums and a snare at the end. Let's try this one out. Letter K. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, letter L, the last one of the page. We're on page 8 in drums 2, and we're back on the hi-hat, and again, this one is fully spaced out. One bass drum at the beginning, one in the middle, and a snare drum at the end. Only one snare drum altogether in this one as well. So you really got to count this one. You got to count the triplets. Make sure that they're evenly spaced so that you nail that bass drum in the middle right where it needs to be. Let's try it out. Here we go. Letter L. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Very spaced out on that one, as you can see. All right, we're on to page 9 now. And again, this is called Fill It Up. It says here, triplets can come in handy for your improvised fills. Below are some triplet fills to help you develop technique around the drum set. Play along with the audio. Sometimes they have the audio tracks. You can play along with those in this. We're not going to do that for this particular section because I'll be playing them instead of the recording. So let's start these off. Now, how they're going to play is they have the top line, and it has the pattern. It's actually letter A on page 8. That pattern is going to be playing on this one for the first measure. Now, what they have underneath this is all the fills that you're going to be playing. You're going to be playing A through J, and each one is a different triplet fill that you're going to place or put inside of this drum fill with the drum beat, okay? So we're going to play the drum beat, we're going to do the drum fill, letter A through J, and then we'll go back to it again one more time. So we're going to play the line twice in a row, okay? So here we go, the first one. I'm going to play the beat first, and then play the triplet fill, letter A. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that is letter A. Letter B, we're going right down from that one. Now this one has a sticking pattern written into it. It's right, left, left. So instead of everything going right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, it's right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, okay? So this one starts off, I'll play the triplet fill first. Why don't we do that? I think I should have done that on A, but I'll do this on letter B. So the fill is going to be this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, I'll do it again a little bit faster. Now let's put that with the beat. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay? Now the only reason why I counted out the right, left, left is so you can see and make sure that I'm playing that pattern right, left, left, instead of just right, left, okay? So, because a lot of triplets, you can play triplets different ways with different stickings. You can go right, left, or you can go right, right, or left, right. You know, you can do a lot of different variations of that. And you always want to play that, make sure that you're playing the different rights and lefts that will help you with the fill, not hurt you. You don't want to overdo it and kind of come up with your own tricky right, right thing where it keeps messing you up. So remember to kind of play the best one that fits for that triplet, okay? All right, letter C. We're going to play that one. Here's the fill. It starts off with 2 snares and then a bass, 2 toms, then a bass, next tom, bass, and the next tom, bass. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all right, we're going to incorporate that in with the beat. Here's the beat again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and all right, that was letter C. Let's go on to letter D. Now letter D is going to be separated. This time instead of going right, left bass, we're going to go left, right bass. And that is a sticking pattern that is written on this one. So letter D is going to sound like this. I'll play the fill first. It's going to start off left, right bass, 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 right bass, left, right bass. All right, let's add that fill in with the beat. 1, 2, letter D, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Moving on to letter E. Okay, now this fill starts off this time instead of with the snare or with the first tom, it's going to go actually with the opposite. It's going to go to the last tom. So we're going to do the floor tom. It's going to go 1 and now you're going to come over to the snare, 2 and then you're going to come up to the first tom and go right, left bass, and then the last one, right, left bass again on that tom. So first you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and All right, let's try that with the pattern. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and All right, we're on to letter F. We're on page 9 of drums 2, and we're looking at letter F. Now, letter F starts off with the bass drum this time with the triplet. Instead of with the hands, we're going to start with the foot first. So the triplet fill is going to sound like this on letter F. We'll play that. It's going to start off with the snare, then go to the middle tom, then the high tom, and then the floor tom. Let's play that and hear what it sounds like. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, let's add the fill and the beat together. Letter F, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a. Oh, let's do it again. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. All right. We move on to letter G. This time the triplet kind of goes all the way around the kit. Actually playing 4 notes instead of triplets, but we're still keeping it in the triplet form. What I mean by that is we're still doing triplets, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, but we're going to play all first 4 notes are on the snare drum. Then the next 4 notes are on the first tom, and then the last 4 notes are going to be on the second tom. So it's going to sound like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Can't play that again. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Let's put that fill and the beat together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. I just added the crash to kind of make it a little more exciting. All right, next, letter H. Now, instead of playing 4 notes in a row on each drum, we're going to play 2 notes on each drum, but we're still keeping the triplet form. So again, like instead of going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, with each drum, we're going to only put 2 drums in and then switch between each triplet that way. I'll show you what I mean. Here's what it is. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Again, one more time, letter H. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Moves all the way around the drum set. All right, here we go. Beat with the fill, letter H. Ready, go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. All right. Next one, letter I. This one is, again, still 2 notes on each drum, still keeping the triplet form, but another variation of it. So this one's going to start off with the high tom, 2 bass drums, middle tom, floor tom, 2 bass drums, and the snare. This is a pretty unique one. This is kind of a little tricky too, I think, for beginners, but let's try it out. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Try it again. Ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, and let's put that with the beat and the fill together. Here we go. 1, 2, letter I, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, last one of the triplet fills. Now, this one here, it's letter J. It's kind of a mixture of everything. A lot of snare in this one, and it moves around the drums and into the toms, the last part of the triplet, in the last part of that measure. So let's try this out real slowly. The fill is bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, tom, 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 tom. Still doing 2 toms on each, but still keeping the triplet. All right, here we go. I'll play it one more time. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and right, let's do letter J this time with the beat and the fill together. Here we go. Letter J. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, now. So far today, what we've been doing is the triplet fills number 1 with the pattern as a triplet. The pattern was doing a triplet, okay? Now, what happens if you play a regular beat? So let's say I'm playing a regular 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Notice the beat is straight. It's regular eighth notes, 1 and 2 and. It's not 1 and 2 and 3 and. So what happens when you put a straight beat with triplet fills? What is it going to sound like? Well, we're here to show you what that's going to sound like, okay? So let's play, again, every triplet fill that I did from A through J, we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to do it with the straight beat, okay? And again, we'll play the full line twice. We're going to do the line twice as well. So same thing like we did before with the triplet groove, but this one is going to be the straight groove. We'll call this one the straight groove, okay? All right, here's letter A. Remember, letter A is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And then we put the bass drum on all 4 with that. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's put that with the straight groove. Okay, here we go. This is triplet fills number 2 at the bottom of page 9, and we're doing the fills above. Okay, here we go. Letter A. 1 and 2 and ready, go, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. You see how different the two sounded, but they still work together, okay? It's when you're playing that beat is straight, but when you go to the triplets, and you're doing the fill around the set, it's all triplets. It feels different because it's in groups of 3 instead of groups of 2. All right, we're going to move on to letter B. This is the one that does the right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. It's actually really fun to play. Let's play this one with the straight groove and letter B. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. All right, letter C, we're moving along. This time the triplet is going to be right, left, right, right, left, bass, right, left, bass, right, left, bass, right, left, bass. So let's try that out. Just letter C. Here it is with the straight groove. 1 and 2 and ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. All right, moving along. Now this one has the sticking pattern again. It's left, right, bass this time. And again, that was the one that goes left, right, bass, left, right, bass, left, right, bass, left, right, bass. Okay? I'm going to add that letter D to the straight pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Pretty cool. All right, we go on to letter E. Again, this is the one where we did the triplet like this, starting with the floor tom. We went to the snare, then the high tom, and then the middle tom. Here's the way this sounds. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Again, one more time. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, here's the straight groove with letter E. 1 and 2, ready, go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. right, moving along on the second column, we're up to letter F now. Again, this is going to be bass, right, left around the set. So again, it starts with the snare, goes to the middle tom, goes to the high tom, and then the floor tom. Let's play that a little bit so you remember how that goes. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. One more time. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, let's add the straight groove with this letter F. 1, 2, and ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. All right, moving on. Letter G this time. We're playing triplets again in groups of 4. Remember when we played snare 4 times, then went 4 times on the first tom and 4 times on the second tom, but we still played in the triplet form. Here's the way this one sounds. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. One more time. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, let's add that with the straight beat. Letter G. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. All right, letter H this time. We're going to play all the way through, and it's playing 2 notes on each drum, and we're still doing the triplet form around the set like this. Sounds like this, letter H. Ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. One more time. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, let's add that with the beat, straight beat, and letter H. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. All right, moving on to letter I this time. Again, we're still keeping 2 notes and still doing triplets, but a different mixture of it. So again, letter I sounded like this. High tom, bass, bass, middle tom, floor tom, bass, bass, snare, snare. I'll do it again. All right, let's add that with a straight beat. Letter I. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, and the last one. This is the one that we kind of did snare, bass, snare, and then the rest of the toms. Still keeping, the triplets going around the set. And we're going to add that to the straight beat in just a minute, but let's do the fill again, kind of recap that. Bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare. Again, one more time. Bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare. All right, let's add that with the straight beat. Here we go. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All right, we are moving on to page 10. Now, page 10 is an actual song. It's called Sad Song. This one is going to be kind of like a slow blues, kind of with a piano player playing there. And it's got some fills in it. And, of course, some of the fills are actually being used from page 9. And they're going to be more of the triplet fills, not the straight fill, a straight beat with the fill. It's going to be just basically triplets all the way through. And it kind of gives you an idea of what to do in a blues situation, okay? We're going to play this pretty much ride cymbal all the way through it. And like I said, there's going to be some really cool fills. Why don't I go over the fills a little bit, make sure that we got those down. So the beat is this. The beat just plays 1 and a 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. And it pretty much plays that. There's some variations as the pattern goes on, but that's pretty much the beat. Now the fill, first fill, is going like this. It's going to go, I'll play it slow. 1 and a 2 and a. did a flam. If you remember our rudiments, flam basically is a right stick down, left stick up. We're going to do it that way. Flam, bass, flam, just on the snare drum. And then just single toms. Boom, boom, boom. So again, the fill is, and then we go back to the ride cymbal, okay? All right, let's give that a try with the whole measure. So let's try that out. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and All right, the next fill, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth line down, the last measure there. This one's a little tricky, again, because we're doing 16th note triplets. So remember, if we're playing 8th note triplets are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the last part of this triplet on beat 4 of that measure is going to go 1 and a ya, okay, or in this case 4, 4 and a ya, 4 and a ya. So you could do that all the way through. It sounds like 1 and a ya, 2 and a ya, 3 and a ya, 4 and a ya, which adds a really neat rhythm if you're playing that on a ride cymbal, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of just playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all right, does that make sense? And then the last one, the last fill of the whole song, it's going to build up, and you're going to do this crescendo. You'll see at the very bottom of it, there's a 2 lines that kind of look like a greater than sign, and it starts off small and it gets larger, and that's what they want you to do with the sound. That's what that means. A crescendo is that little kind of like a greater than sign. And then what you do is you build that up with the toms and the snare. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and then you're going to go 4 and crash. Okay? So again, it sounds like this. Ready, go. All right, let's try the whole song out. I kind of broke it down for you, and we'll start it off. Here we go. So that's pretty much Sad Song in a nutshell. Like I said, practice it slowly before you actually play the song. Make sure you play it in its entirety. Any little problem spots, you want to work on those first, especially like the fills. Make sure you get those down, and then try to play the song all the way through. Then, you can speed it up and get, playing along with the song. All right, the last part of this before we go, we're going to be getting into different time signatures. Remember, we've dealt with 4/4. Remember, the top number 4 means that there's 4 beats in every measure. The bottom number means quarter notes, so it means 4 quarter notes per measure. But in this case, when we're doing triplets, sometimes triplets can be called 12/8 or 6/8 time. And we're going to get into that more as we go into the book, but this page is going to be describing how these work, okay? So the very first thing, if you played a measure of 12/8, and I did it just, say, on the snare drum, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Now that would be like a 12/8 measure, but you could also count it if you're counting triplets like we've been doing. Ready, go. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. They sound alike, sound exactly the same, but again, you can change that into a 12/8 measure. So that's what they kind of talk about. And they get into the gray box area at the top. They get into eighth notes and eighth rest, quarter notes, quarter rest, dotted quarter notes, dotted quarter rest, and half note triplets, or I should say a dotted half note, dotted half note, dotted half rest. And at the very bottom of that measure in the gray box area, they kind of give you a little measure, and it's a little audio example. It's just basically, again, snare drum going like this. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they get you to use the triplets. Again, but at the same time, they're playing and separating with rest and quarter notes, okay? And that's how you do that. The measure below that, it says instead of counting to 12, again, just like I was telling you, you could count it as 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. And that's exactly what they do. They just go 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Now, if we count 12/8, remember we could count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then put that with a beat. And that's what this next example is. So I'll play that with the ride cymbal. You get this. Or you can play that same thing again and go 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. So it all depends on the style of music and what you're using, if you're using 12/8 time or 4/4 time. And then the last thing they do is a 6/8 time. So you could do 2 measures and it would sound like this. On the snare drum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can count it in 6. And that's another example of different time signature. So you have 6/8, you have 12/8, you have 3/4 time, 3/4 time, and that's totally different than the 4/4 time because of how many eighth notes are in the measure, okay, and how you want to count it. All right, well, with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. A lot of stuff to cover. I know it's a lot of stuff to practice too. Make sure you practice every day. If you have the book and you're working on this section, it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. And again, if you get frustrated, it's one of those things. If you get frustrated, just stop what you're doing, take a break, leave the drum set, go do something, get some lunch or watch a TV program or listen to some music, and then come back and you'll notice yourself you'll have a lot more, fresh perspective on this, and you might even get through those problem spots that you had a problem with just by taking a break, okay? So don't get angry. Just be patient with yourself. Give yourself time, and you'll get these things down. Until then, you guys take care. This is Joe Tortonesi with Joe's Drum Shop. You guys take care. I'll see you on the next show. We'll be into Chapter 3. Until then, you guys take care. Keep rocking. Have a good one.